All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session of News You Can Use. My name is Mya Henry, and today is Monday, August 14th. And as usual, I'm excited and happy to be here with you guys today, sharing with you guys the latest updates and insights that can truly make a difference, not just in your life, but in your business as well. So, for today's segment, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the most relevant news, trends, topics, and practical tips. That way, you guys can stay ahead of the game, especially if you apply them right away. So, with that being said, let's get straight into today's session and prepare yourselves for an informative session that will empower you to have an edge as you are building your business. So, let's get straight into the first topic. So, the first thing that I want to share with you guys is the three top reasons why your job or work won't get you to financial freedom. So, I want to share a quote that says, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. And a lot of people that I personally speak with, they say how they hate their 9 to 5. And the biggest reason is because they don't get to spend time with their family. But the problem is, even if you did get to spend time with your family, do you have the money to maintain the lifestyle that you want and where money is no longer an issue, right? Where money just comes in abundance so that you don't even know where to put your money, right? So the first out of these top three reasons is that you pay a lot in taxes as an employee. So the reason why people probably want a high paying job is because they'll have more in income. While this is true, but at the same time, the amount of tax that you pay as an employee is going to be significantly higher as well. So, on top of the fact that you work very hard at your job, but you won't get ahead because you have to pay the bills and pay, and the more expensive that lifestyle is that you feel that you deserve. And because of this, all of your hard work that is being done at your job, it can feel overwhelming. So the problem is that there's a higher chance when you're making a lot of money that your expenses and your income more than likely will be out of balance, where you are working hard to make the money, but your expenses are higher than what you're making at your job. So if you're following what I'm saying, I'm sure you can see how this will lead to a dead end cycle. The second reason is because your time is very limited at a job. And another quote that I would love to share is, to enjoy life, you don't need fancy nonsense, but you do need to control your time and realize that most things aren't as serious as you make them out to be. And this was said by Timothy Ferris. The other problem is that your time is limited to the number of hours that you work, right? And this is why you continue to have to work harder and harder for money, and that leads you to stress, burnout, and also to an unhealthy body. So there are people who literally get sick because of the job that they're working at, and they realize that it's not a way to live, right? A lot of people, if they're not familiar with it, they should know that it's possible to have multiple streams of income, and it's possible to be making passive income as well. So when you work for a job, what's happening is you're trading your physical labor hours for money. And that's why you have to keep working at the job just to get the paycheck. And the third reason is your boss is getting richer. So another quote that I can share with you guys that goes along with that is by Robert Kiyosaki, which many of you guys might be familiar with him from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. He says, the rich continue to get rich the same way they always have, by understanding how money works and making their money work for them. So the other reason that you won't become financially free from your job is because the harder you work at your job, the more you're making your boss richer. So the reason that you got the job was to have stability and to pay your bills and to make a nice life for yourself. But you won't become financially free if you're making your boss richer while you are getting poor. So the idea here is to understand that if you focus on the right things, and for example, let's just say build a business, you have a better shot at building financial freedom working versus working at a job making someone else richer while you slave away. So the idea here is not to make your boss richer at your job, but the idea is to get richer by using the right information, the right tools, and the right mentorship to make yourself financially free for you and your family to enjoy. Robert Kiyosaki also said, the more a person seeks security, the more that person gives up control over their life. And everyone is always going to start at zero, but that's okay because what you're starting at is going to build up to something more greater in the future. And if you want to have financial freedom, you have to start planning your exit strategy away from your job and into something that you will actually love and enjoy. And that makes a real difference, not only in your life, but in the lives of others that you currently touch as well. So, given everything that I've just said, if you're following what I'm saying, basically a job isn't going to give you the financial freedom that you're looking for, right? So, of course, I would encourage everyone who is listening to this or watching this who is currently looking for how they can create financial freedom for themselves and for their family to reach out to me, because here we do offer an opportunity, a work opportunity where everyone can create financial freedom for themselves, but they don't have to do it alone, right? Because we do have an incredible environment and the mentorship is provided as well. Moving into my next topic. So, what is financial planning? So, even if you heard people refer to financial planning in the past, you may not know exactly what the process entails or whether the financial practices that you are currently using fall underneath the broad umbrella term. So, financial tasks such as balancing a checkbook and setting up a spending budget are important skills to master along your financial journey. And financial planning is a more comprehensive and future focused process that lays out a long term blueprint for how you're going to be able to manage your money over time. And if you've never formally met with a financial planner, you may be overlooking important parts of money management and long term planning. So, what exactly is financial planning? So, when you meet with a financial planner, you will be starting a partnership that aims to optimize your financial opportunities in life through strategic money management, along with your financial needs, challenges, and goals. Rather than focusing on one aspect of your finances, such as money management, financial planning accounts for every aspect of your financial picture. This includes everything from monthly spendings all the way to emergency funds to retirement savings and estate management. Financial planning also includes scenario planning to help you account for various events or challenges you may face along the way, like medical expenses, loss of income, and other events can disrupt your existing financial plans and force you to adapt. But a solid scenario that includes planning can help you anticipate these hurdles way before they occur. So, what is the importance of short and long term financial planning? It's possible to manage your money wisely on a day to day basis without fully embracing financial planning, but there are many important benefits to having your entire financial situation addressed through the financial planning process. And for example, financial planning helps you connect short term decisions to their long term implications, especially when it comes to big financial events such as buying a house or saving for retirement. Long term financial goals are a product of short term decision making, and understanding how much you need to save and invest right now is often difficult without the right tools and expertise to forecast your future needs. Financial planning helps in this regard while making sure you aren't overlooking any financial challenges or needs that may arise over time. So, what are the basic elements of a financial plan? If you want to create a comprehensive financial plan that lays out your short-term financial goals and needs, as well as your long-term financial plans, what you're going to want to do is you'll want to find a financial plan that covers the following topics, which includes your current net worth. A financial planner can add up all of your current assets and liabilities to determine your current net worth, which will be important when calculating long term saving goals. Another thing is your current spending and monthly or annual income. So, monthly and annual spending, when contrasted with your income, will help you build an actionable plan for saving and investing over time. Along with that, includes your financial goals. So, if you're buying a house, hoping to retire early, travel a lot in retirement, or even both, identifying the goals are going to be critical when developing your financial plan. And of course, your emergency fund. So, are you prepared to withstand a loss of income? An emergency fund is going to help you weather financial shortfalls without racking up debt or facing other financial struggles. Your savings and investment plans for reaching those goals. So, once you've identified your long term financial goals and your capacity to build towards those goals by saving and investing, you can map out a plan and set specific saving goals for yourself. So, retirement planning, including spending and income forecasts. How might your income increase over time? What about your living costs and care needs in retirement? When setting your target retirement age, you will also need to account for how your income and expenses may change over time, both during your working years and once you've entered retirement. And estate planning. So with that, it's just how will your estate be divided or managed after you're gone. Estate planning is crucial when making sure that your surviving loved ones will receive distributions and support from your estate, along with helping you settle other important end of life decisions. And with that being said, it's just important to perfect your plan. Even if you started out handling your own financial planning, there's value in working with a professional to solidify the planning process, making sure you're on the right track and optimize money management, things like investments and other strategies to maximize your net worth later in life. So, the sooner that you take control of your finances, the better off that you're going to be in the long run. And a lot of mistakes that people make is waiting too long to decide that they finally want to put their finances in place. And by the time they do decide to do it, it's too late. So, like I mentioned, it's important that you are working with a financial professional when you're taking these steps. And lucky for you, it's not like you have to search for one because, of course, you're looking at one, also known as myself, or you can always reach out to somebody who is on my team. One thing is that I will always encourage you guys and suggest that you seek professional advice on what's the best thing to do with your money. And what we do is something called an F&A, or also known as a financial needs analysis. And I assure you that taking this first step to getting your F&A is going to benefit you so much in the long run. And it's also going to help you get your finances in order. So if you or anybody or somebody that you know is in need of an F&A, of course, reach out to us because it's better to start now than to wait a little more when you think the time is right. And one thing that is for sure is that we are always dedicated to giving our clients their financial success. The next thing that I would like to share with you guys is 7 money management tips that can improve your finances. So, you don't need a higher paying job or a windfall from a relative to help improve your personal finances. And for many people, better money management is all it takes to reduce their spending, improve their ability to invest and save, and to achieve financial goals that once seemed impossible. So even if you feel like your finances are stuck in a bad place with no way out, I'm going to share with you guys a number of things that you can do to create a better situation for yourself. So to get started, number one is to track your spending to improve your finances. So if you don't know what and where you're spending each month, there's a good chance that your personal spending habits have room for improvement. Better money management starts with spending awareness. Use a money management app to track spending across categories and see for yourself how much you're spending on non essentials such as dining, entertainment, or even that daily Starbucks coffee. And once you've educated yourself on those habits, from there you can make a plan to improve. Number two is create a realistic monthly budget. So use your monthly spending habits as well as your monthly take home pay to set a budget you know that you can keep. There's no use setting a very strict budget based on drastic changes, such as never eating out when you know that you're currently ordering takeout 4 times a week. So, with that, I just want to say create a budget that works with your lifestyle and with your spending habits. You should look at your budget, or you should see your budget as a way to encourage better habits such as cooking at home more often, but give yourself a realistic shot at meeting your budget. That's the only way that this money management method will work. Three, build up your savings even if it takes time. So create an emergency fund that you can dip into when unforeseen circumstances strike. Even if your contributions are small, an emergency fund can save you from risky situations in which you're forced to borrow money at high interest rates or possibly find yourself unable to pay your bills on time. You should also make general savings contributions to strengthen your financial security in the event of a job loss. Number four is pay for your bills on time every month. So paying bills on time is a easy way to manage your money wisely, and it comes with excellent benefits. So it helps you avoid late fees and prioritize essential spending. A strong on-time payment history can also lift your credit score and improve your interest rates. The fifth one is cut back on recurring charges. So do you subscribe to services that you never use? So it's really easy to forget about monthly subscriptions or streaming services and mobile apps that charge your bank account, even when you don't regularly use these services. For example, Hulu, Netflix. So be sure to review your spending for charges like those and consider canceling any unnecessary subscriptions in order to hold on to more money each month. Number six is save up cash to afford big purchases. So certain kinds of loans and debts can be helpful when making major purchases, such as a house or a car that you might need right now. But for other big purchases, cash offers the safest and cheapest buying option. When you buy in cash, you avoid generating interest and creating a debt that requires months or often years to pay back. In the meantime, that saved money can sit in an account and accumulate interest that can be put toward your purchase. And last but not least, number seven, start an investment strategy. So even if your ability to invest is limited, small contributions to investment accounts can help you use your earned money to generate more income. So yeah, that is what I have to share with you guys on that topic. And the path to better finances, it just starts with changing your own habits. Some of these changes will be easier than others, but if you stay committed to this transformation, you're going to end up with great money management skills that are going to serve you throughout your life. And in the meantime, you're going to have more money in your pocket. Okay. So before we get into wrapping our session up, I have one more thing that I want to touch base on. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys the top 4 saving goals to have right now. So having the right saving plan in place is a large and important component for a solid financial strategy in an economic environment. And without the right strategy for your savings, it's hard to know how much to put away each month or whether you're on track to meet your goals. And having the right savings plan is particularly important in a challenging economy. After all, you just never know when you'll need to tap into your emergency fund or dip into your savings. And a lot of people are facing those challenges right now as stubborn inflation has caused everything that we buy to be more expensive, and recession concerns have caused turmoil in the job market. So, if you want to make sure your savings goals are on track with the current economic environment, I'm going to share with you guys some things that you should focus on. So, number one out of the top 4 is to build up your emergency fund. And I've already mentioned emergency fund a few times, but an emergency fund, just so you guys can know exactly what it is, it's a financial safety net that provides a cushion if you have unexpected expenses such as medical emergencies, car repairs, or a sudden job loss. And financial experts often recommend saving 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in this fund. And this money should be easily accessible, preferably in a separate savings account to ensure that you can quickly address any urgent situation without resorting to high interest credit cards or loans. While you have numerous account options for this fund, you just want to make sure that you know how to manage it. Regular saving accounts currently offer an average rate of just 0.42%, but many high yield savings accounts are offering 5% or more. You'll get the same easy access to your money that you would with a regular savings account, but your interest earning will be much higher. Another thing is save to pay off your debt completely. So earlier this year, the average credit card rate hit 20.92%. And this is the highest it's been since the Federal Reserve started tracking card rates. So if you have credit card or other high interest debt, it's crucial to get rid of it now because rates are high. You should try to pay off this debt before tackling another debt like student loans. Earning extra interest on the money in your savings can expedite the process, so it's worth considering a high yield savings account to restore your savings. Or you can pick up a side gig or hustle to have extra money to put towards your debt. And once you've paid off your high interest debt, you can start focusing on paying off the rest. Another thing is to put away money for big purchases. So if you're planning on making a big purchase, even if it's just a vacation, you have to make sure that you know that it's important to save up for it rather than using a credit card or loan to pay for it. Putting away money for big purchases will help you avoid high interest debt and make the purchase easier on your finances. As with your other saving goals, a high yield savings account is a good option right now. And since rates are higher than normal, but the rates tied to these accounts are variable, and if rates decline, your interest earnings could as well. So, for big purchases you aren't planning to make in the near future, the better option may be a certificate of deposit, also known as a CD. And rates on CDs are just as high right now, but you'll lock in the same rate for the entire term. And number 4 is to save for retirement or early retirement. Retirement may seem like a very long way off, but it's never too early to start saving. One of your savings goals should be to contribute regularly to retirement accounts, like a 401k or an individual retirement account, also known as a IRA. And many employers are offering match contributions to 401k plans, which a lot of people are making sure that they don't miss out on. Aim to save at least 10% to 15% of your income for retirement. If you're aiming for early retirement, you might need to see if you can save even more aggressively and consider investment options that offer liquidity before the traditional retirement age. So the bottom line, financial success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of carefully planning, disciplined savings, and making informed decisions. By focusing on these goals and taking advantage of the savings tools that are available to you, you'll be on your way to achieving a stable financial future. So that's really it to wrap up today's segment. And for anyone who is looking for something where they can make extra income, even if it's just part-time, like I mentioned, always reach out to me and we can get you started right away and we can teach you how to start making your money work for you instead of you having to work so hard for your money. So that's it for me. This session has come to an end. My name is Mya Henry. Thank you for tuning in to today's session. Of course, don't forget to share, like, and comment, and I'll be sure to see you guys on the next segment of News You Can Use.